not the most exciting games of excitingness. What I meant to say is I'm about to fight the final boss, and it's supremely exciting. I know which one's the latest one because I change the color scheme every time. Because I've collected the 4 crystals, each one representing an element. The element of fire, the element of... Ooh, I'm against someone. The element of wind, the element of water, and the element of earth. So I've made my screens those 4 colours. And what the game did, as a surprise, it went, haha, there's a plot. You didn't expect there to be a plot. Ooh, vampires. Let's run away from the vampires. I'm going to explain the entire plot. It's not going to take very long. But just in case anyone joins me. So the very, 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 very start of the game, they were like, the weather's shit, crystals are dying, and that means the earth and the fire and the water and the wind, they've all done terrible things and disasters are happening all across the world. And the king's like, we need some people to sort this out. We need the warriors of light. Are you the warriors of light? And we're like, we've got some crystals. And the king was like, that you must be. I mean, who else but the warriors of light would have those crystals? Right then, go save the world. Before you save the world, my daughter's been kidnapped by a knight. Could you do that? And if you do that, we'll fix that bridge. Because you'll need that, won't you? And I'm all like, could you fix the bridge anyway? Shouldn't you just fix the bridge regardless? And also, you know, it might take me time to go all the way up to the Chaos Shrine and all the way back down again. Get started on it. By the time it's done, I'll be back with your daughter. Anyway, he doesn't do that. So I go beat up Garland. He was pretty easy. I just sort of bopped him on the head and he died. I rescued Princess Sarah. I'm pretty sure it is Sarah. Garland actually said, I will knock you down. Very famous line. Hang on, let me put Garland on. There's Garland right there. Anyway, so I beat him up. I bring the princess back to the castle. King's like, lovely jubbly. Pretty happy about that. And the princess gives me a loot. A loot? Loot. Now, I'm not going to explain the entire rest of the story, because the entire rest of the story is me going around the world trying to find random items for other people. Occasionally I will find a fiend, I'll defeat the fiend, and I'll heal the crystal, which is why I've rescued those 4 crystals, and I've come back to the Chaos Shrine. Turns out, I've gone back in time 2,000 years. So, as it happens, this guy's about to explain, I think. But I'm not going to actually... Hang on, let me run to him. I'll let him explain as well. There's Garland. Somehow he's alive. I definitely did kill him. Do you remember me? 2,000 years ago from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. So, like, I'm not kidding. There's been no plot, basically, up until this. Okay, no, I tell a lie. There was an ancient village full of people whose language I couldn't understand. And then when I could understand them, they're like, oh, we tried to defeat the baddie, but we failed. And that's the rest of the story. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. So just so we're absolutely clear here, the plot is, somehow, but I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless circle that I have created. So this is Chaos. I'm not keen on his belly button snakehead, but I do like his music. Anyway, so just to clarify, the plot is that a knight kidnapped a princess. We killed him, but at the very last second, 4 monsters saved him and sent him back in time. While he was back in time, he met the original monsters and sent them forwards in time so they could send him back. And we are... The implication is we've actually been trapped in an endless loop. It doesn't quite make sense, but I'll be honest, the entire rest of this game is kind of generic Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I just found out, I was looking for the bestiary. If we look for the bestiary, which I have to do by holding select and X. So all of these, like some of these are very, very kind of... Oh, there's the original Garland. These are kind of all generic D&D monsters, right? apart from the Sahagan, I was like, because they're in all of them. But actually turns out, no, that is a Dungeons and Dragons monster. As is the Ochu. Like, an Ochu is a monster I know from all the future games. So I was like, oh yeah, there's one of my favourites, one of the famous... Nope, that's a Dungeons and Dragons monster. It's an interpretation, but it is a Dungeons and Dragons monster. Despite the fact that this is 8 floors, I have to leave this shrine and do this entire dungeon again. Luckily, Flo does have a spell that will help me do this. And I'm gonna bring up a map. When I come back to the Chaos Shrine, I'm just gonna follow a map. What I'm doing is I want to go back to all the shops. Specifically, I want a spell called Healer. I have all the money in the world as well. I'm going to stock up on 100 potions. They will come in handy. What I'm actually looking for is the magic shop. That's not the magic shop, and I hate... One of the things I don't like about the game is that you can accidentally walk off the screen. We just want to make sure we have the best spells. But I don't know, I'll double it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I should have started with the highest level ones and worked my way down. But again, it's kind of a nice tour of the entire game. Oh, I want full ethers. There we go. That's super important. Can I use the magic exit? No. Yes! By the power of the Leverstone, a great sail rises into the sky from the sands. Oh, okay. So, yeah. This is an example of a character that told me a piece of information I had no idea. I found the Leverstone, and I had no idea what it was. And I randomly went to a place, and they're like, hey, you got an airship now. And I had no idea what connected those two. Because I was just like, if I can find a dungeon, I'd do the dungeon. But apparently, this is the character I needed to talk to for the context of that. Okay, Ninja needs haste. Because haste is going to be super useful. What's on next? The ogre ran away! I've never seen a creature run away. I really wish I didn't fast forward that. Good for you, ogre. Just in case. Oh, high potions. Yes, we want full high potions. No, we don't need tents. So in future games, they'll have save points, and you can use tents on save points, making tents viable. In this one, you can only use them outside. So if you go into a dungeon that happens to be 8 floors deep, good luck. Final Fantasy 1, where do I get level 5 spells? No, I don't need life anymore. I have full life. I'm not attacking Sabretooth. They've done nothing to me. Healaga. Cool. That's what I... Yeah. Why is there a pirate here? Hello, pirate. Oh, he called the ferry. Oh, well, that was a plot point that took me ages to find as well. Because some of these towns have secret areas like this. There's the ferry. Hello, ferry. How are you? She let me go underwater. Oh! This is it! I found it! What? Or was that the level... No, it is! Holy! There we go. She can do attacks now! Yay! Null all is also going to be super useful. Oh! I don't even think I need to level up my characters. What's the difference between kill and death? Basically, if you look at the maps, they look kind of cool. I.e., they were drawn to look cool on a piece of paper rather than being able to logically pathfind. I'm just trying to find where they put the exit. It's at the top right, because why not? Why wouldn't it be... This is B1, but is it the correct B1? So these purple worms, they're supposed to have like drool coming out their mouth, but it looks like somebody's sort of crying and it's tears coming out their eyes and like running away. I've genuinely tried to run away from battle so I'm not overpowered. And I'm overpowered apart from until I hit the boss, and then I'm suddenly not. Although I do want to see how much healing this Healaga does. So for ages I only had the heal. And now I've suddenly got Healara and Healaga at the same time. So... I didn't see how much that was. I guess 270. That's pretty good. That's... That a boss hits for slightly less than that. That could save me. Ooh. Oh yes! So this is a mini-boss. I think it's fair to say that I probably wouldn't have had the patience to complete this game pre-internet. No! Damn it all! You burned it all! I don't know. I'm trying to do Planet of the Apes. Yeah. What a cheeky game. So the way this game does bosses is that just, like, if you step on a square, you're fighting a boss. It doesn't matter if you've beaten the boss. If you step on that square, you're fighting the boss. Skeletor! I'm pretty sure I can make quick work of him, though. Let's, Diage. Because Lich is undead. Oh, no death by sparkles. Yay! Yeah, halfway through they just... Oh no, there's no room for legs. Sorry, I'm going to have to read your comment out loud, so... yes, they're like... Ooh, no steppy, please. I'm going to attack him just for that. And there's Merilith. Snake Lady. Yeah, she's found a thing she likes. Likes her swords. So I picked the Thief, because this is the canon team for the story. The Thief doesn't have a steal ability. It's just like the Warrior, but with none of the goodness, none of the stuff. All the items drop for the Warrior. Like, it's very clear the Warrior's the main character in this game. I mean, there's a reason why he's sitting above me. This is why we haste the Warrior. Pretty sure she's done for. Oh no, I made a decision by myself without consulting the map. It's one of the things, because this story is so simplistic, it's about saving the 4 elements. It does like what Zelda does at the start of their games, where they tell a simple story, and it's like the lore of the legend behind the lore, and it's always like a simple story. And this works like that because it's a literal story that nobody needs to go back to, because you tell it as legend instead. Have I been bamboozled? No, I've just made a mistake. I actually genuinely remember doing this the first time around as well. There's a character called Sid in all of the games, for some reason. And he wasn't in this one. And they've retroactively put him in by saying, oh yeah, we used to have this old inventor, he was called Sid. He was really important. And then the guy he tricks into rescuing him is the one he's secretly trying to take the body over of and turn evil, so he can become the evil person from the first Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is nonsense, by the way. Oh, here's a Kraken. The best thing about that scene is retroactively, the kidnapper is the most important person in the scene, because Nomura likes to do, but all along, he knew secret things all along. I've forgotten his name now. He says, oh, but you see, I'm already half Xehanort. And I legitimately burst out laughing. That was on the PS, but no, the 3DS. Like, the game of... What am I doing? Just attacking. This is a boss, John. I got too into how funny Kingdom Hearts is, unintentionally. Like, that guy had like a year to live, somehow did so much murdering in that time, and had like 12 secret apprentices. Each one secret from the other secret apprentices. So every time you die in Metal Gear Solid, somebody on your phone, your codec, will go, Snake? Snake? Snake! But in Metal Gear Solid 2, you're playing as Raiden, and the Colonel will phone you up, and he'll go, Raiden! Like his tea's ready. It's just wonderful. And as soon as you hear it like that, you can't unhear that. It's like, no, Colonel, you can't come to tea. He's dead. How come there have been no mummy zombie films? Like, it's always magical mummy. You know, they're cursed mummies. But it's never, like, mummies woken by a zombie curse. But in computer games, like, they'll go, oh, if we have zombies, we get mummies. They come together. They're a package deal. And skeletons. Masamune! Cool, I didn't have that. Yeah! I dare say they do a slightly better job at these, final areas later on. But again, all learning. So I'm planning on playing all the Final Fantasies, right? Or capital A, or capital F, capital T. And that's going to include some of the random side games, because kind of the weirder you get with it, the more fun. Don't save, you just saved. But I should probably consider playing Dragon Quest, because it's what Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy 1 are both riffs on not Dungeons and Dragons, but the computer games in the West that Dungeons and Dragons inspired. Oh yes, I forgot Tiamat. I would test out my sword, but he's still probably better off just making that guy stronger. We've got Holy now, though. You know what? I'm kind of glad we got to fight these guys again. Of course he is. Right, sorry, I just forgot what I was doing. It's because Temper's there. Temper! Another Holy. I should be healing. No, Saber deserves to get an attack in. Or Saber. In the same way that Persona was like, if you know their weakness, it's going to automatically do the spell that it's weak against. Because that's not a decision you're making, is it? You're just going through the menu. You've already made the decision to learn the weakness. And every game needs to copy that. Oh shit, I need to be paying more attention. I'll be fine. As long as this guy's still... yeah. And here we are, this is how we started the episode. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. There we go, there's his canon voice. Okay, we're going to use Null All. Reduce damage from spells by half. Oh, it's got to be done on each individual person. Of course it has. Oh, not Temper. What's it called? It's called something else. Saber. Yes. Oh, it can only be done on him. Well, I'll do that later at some point. You are finally able to flare. Oh, he's dead. I'll Temper. There we go. That's the one thing I'm going to do for Saber. I wish I could tell what stuff they had on them. I'm just having to memorize it all. I have no idea if it falls off at some point. Okay, White Robe to put Invisor on everyone. I don't think it helps, but... okay, blaze it. 420. I know the memes. Healagger. God, this is so much easier with Healagger. Flare and hope nobody dies. Oh god, Saber's dead. Oh, fucking Zest's dead. Full life on Zest. And then haste on Zest. And he's gonna go all zesty. So he's going to heal at some point, and he will heal 9999. So if I haven't done that amount of damage, all is lost, basically. Ooh. I guess he doesn't have Patera on anymore, but I'm going to heal everyone first, I think. I'm going to do a holy, screw it. We only live once. I mean, she wouldn't have been able to save him anyway. I'm doing better than I was before. I'm going to throw an elixir on you. So you can tell when they're hasted because they do like 16 attacks. No. A dry ether. No. John, the reason you heal Aga is because if someone else gets hit, it will help them as well. You're not going to be able to save him from death if he's first hit. Alright, this basically misses every time. I didn't miss then. You're going to haste that dead body in hopes that it's alive by the time that happens. I shouldn't kill him. Damn it. You accidentally unplugged your computer with your boots. So I had to read that aloud. Context for future people. But I've legitimately... I used to have a computer that had a power button where my big toe would accidentally kick. It was just placed just so. It was very annoying. Buff, 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 buff. Bloody hell! Should have been using him much longer. Oh, Masamune is amazing. Okay, everyone is on full health. That means we can use Holy. Flare, we're doing a full damage round. As was foretold. Haha! You tried to punch the healer and you missed! Blow is made of stronger stuff, you bastard. I'm not even fast forwarding this round. It's legendary. Full damage round. I'll fast forward for your moves. Okay, we're going to need to heal next round then. I think we've done over 999 damage, and that's the most important thing. Because at some point he will heal himself. But this is where we're in danger, because we need... I'm hoping this is enough, just her healing once. It's if he does 2 decent attacks in a row, that's when it gets dangerous. That's not a super strong attack. Saber's going to be almost dead, but not quite. Okay. Saber did it! The guy I didn't let attack for the entire game. He defeated Chaos. Let's put the controller down. I have done it, and I did it 12 minutes before the deadline. And peace prevailed once more. So yeah, they never explain how the loop starts. So the implication, presumably, is that Garland was corrupted somehow. I feel like you don't need quite this much blank space between the... Yay, birds! That presumably means it's about to end. Why is it do not die if it's the end? That's a full stop at that point.